day, Ruskin enjoyers. Hope tonight it's time for the full check analysis. Basically, in this video, I'm going to look at all the skins of the current Rust store, and I'm going to make some comparisons to previous Rust store skins to get a good idea in regards to, well, how much are each of these skins likely to sell by next Thursday? But then knowing that with the question, are these skins still holding up to being perfectly fine investments, or are there any potential problems that you need to be aware of? So sit back, relax, I'm going to start yapping. So, first 24 hours of sales, and the second I saw it, I was like, guys, can I just quickly compare to the previous week? Oh, wow, yeah, the sales are noticeably quite different. Again, I know that was actually 25 hours, but the point still remains. The difference is very noticeable. This right here is a quieter week. Yes. And that's not necessarily a problem for us, the Ruskin investors. No. A lack of sales could always work out in which those skins, if they happen to get some interest in the future, all the better for them to rise up in price ever so nicely. So, all right, cool. Looking forward to it. But, well, optimized Revolver, top selling skin, only 8,500 subscribers. Which, to be honest with you, that's not that bad. But if you've seen the reaction of the previous Revolver skins on the Steam market, you'd probably be thinking, oh, I was expecting it was selling a lot more. It is a transparent aim sight pay to win skin, but it still doesn't compare to other notable skins that are accepted somewhat recently. We'll talk more about that in a bit. The metal Shopfronts, they are selling quite reasonably. We know there are more metal Shopfront skins on the horizon. There will be more skins accepted. Electric Furnace also selling very nice. Sheep Ladore's doing pretty okay. Kind of surprised to see the small box really isn't selling that much. Pretty interesting that, isn't it? Yeah. So, all right, lots to say, but let's now go ahead and showcase to you the first 48 hours of sales. However, there is a bit of a problem. So, if you aren't fully well aware, England played today. So this is actually like 45 minutes, probably maybe an hour earlier than 48 hours. So let's just say 47 hours of sales. I sincerely apologise, but I had to watch them because they won. Yeah. So, I had to watch them win. It's nice. It's enjoyable. Anyway, so yeah, look at the sales here. And now I'll sit here and say I'm recording this about 52, 53 hours since the Rust rotated. And, well, look at the sales. And just refresh here. Yep, there you go. So we're definitely up to date. Get a good look at that. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but the situation I was in, I had to watch the game. I'm sorry. So, yeah, all right, at the very least, we can see a nice comparison there between the times. Cool. So, all right, I'm feeling very confident I can still figure out how much each of these skins are likely going to sell by next Thursday. I've got no problem. I've got no issue. So, sit back and relax. Let's begin. Optimized Revolver. So another Revolver skin has been accepted. And, well, the main question is, are we going to see another one this year? Because that very likely could be the last one for 2026. And you might sit there and say, really halfway through the year. Well, we hardly ever see skins being accepted anymore. Which is weird because people do use the Revolver quite a lot. So you might notice every single skin is in the positive. Let's just acknowledge that real quickly. Yep, that's looking very, 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 very good. Lots of green, looking wonderful. And let's also go ahead and do a nice comparison. So 8,500, what can I compare to? Well, I could look at the Apotheosis of War Armador from the previous week, but I get the feeling that the Revolver will get bought a lot more than you realise. It's a very reliable investment. So I was also thinking, why not just compare the Scalpel as well? Yeah, sure, let's go ahead and do that then. And you'll realise what I'm saying, because if I go to the previous week, boom, you will find out that the Apotheosis of War Armador only did 18,400 subscribers. We're currently sitting here at 14,359. Can I just quickly refresh and confirm that? Yeah. I think we might be surpassing 18,000 pretty easily. So this is where I think maybe comparing to the Scalpel might be a better choice. Up to 25,000 subscribers. So, okay. Yeah, that seems like a more likely outcome. All right, so this right here, it's a Revolver. And as we've already pointed out, Revolver skins, they tend to work out quite all right. Yes, indeed they do. So, if I could just quickly remind everybody, in the past couple of days, people have been panic selling this, this Old Pirate Revolver, this Olympus Revolver, and the Heatseeker Revolver. Now, if you've seen my recent Rust rotation video, if you've seen my short video where I quite literally compare the revolvers and whatnot, the brand new optimized revolver, it doesn't really compare, at least to the old Pirate revolver and the Olympus revolver, because if you look at its transparency, whilst it's good, it's stylish. So what does that mean? Well, you still got some of the bits sticking out, and if you were to compare with the other revolvers, it's pretty obvious that they have so much more vision. And you might sit there and say, does it really make that much of a difference? And I'll point out the prices and I'll say yes. I'm still thinking this is going to be a perfectly fine, reliable investment. Just don't assume it's going to shoot up in price anytime soon. It'd be a great thing to retain value. And of course, as time goes on, with a lack of a new revolver being accepted, that's where you start to notice it rising up in price ever so nice. To truly appreciate potential good profits, you might have to wait until post-Christmas 2027. Now, if we keep seeing more optimized skins being produced and accepted, well, maybe that revolver might bounce up then. I've already posted a short video showcasing this today. Consider giving that a good watch, because there's one particular problem with it, even though that would be the Thompson with the absolute most transparency we have ever seen with the aim sight. How's that possible? Watch the short video, you'll find out. So, alright, cool. More on the horizon, and I can confirm to you with this being accepted, that shot up in price ever so nice very quickly. So, yeah. Honestly, that revolver is in a very good spot. Revolvers are usually the best investment for the week. If you saw my predictions video, I was immediately talking about it. In fact, it was a pretty quick predictions video, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'm still behind it. I reckon that's going to do between 22 to 25,000 subscribers, and that is fine, especially when you look at the recent subscriber counts for these skins, and you acknowledge that, wow, even the ones without transparency still worked out perfectly fine. So, yeah, you're looking good. I'm behind it. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about both the metal shop fronts and the electric furnace, and wow, you've slipped into third place. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and figure out what we might want to compare to. So over to here, 6,500 to 5,900. What's going to be a nice thing to compare to? I thought we could just go to 2 weeks ago and compare to the Fireflies rug, 6,600. Now, I'd have reason to believe, and I feel confident to say, Fireflies rug is part of an in-demand collection. Lots of green there, but wow, look at that. The metal shop front's already gone down in price a fair bit. Hasn't crashed and burned, but it has gone down a fair bit, hasn't it? So, interesting. And that reached up to 16,600 subscribers. Now back over to here. In regards to the total sales that we see, I want to talk specifically about the metal shop fronts first. We know there will be more skins being produced. But will we see more skins like this being accepted? All right. So I'm not sure if we're just going to see themed collections constantly getting continuations. I'm not sure if we're going to see themed advertising designs like you see with this. I mean, it could go both ways. I don't think that's an idea that's going to be seen once. I'm sure we're going to see more skins like this that are open 24/7. Like the skins for the role players. Come visit me. Come say hello. Let's do a good trade and whatnot. So I won't be surprised if we see more skins like this. But could also sit here and say, are we going to see more skins like this? Popstar? Now, Popstar is very popular. Yes. I've even made a tweet about this recently, because if you've seen the whole collection, oh, buddy, it's been doing amazing. Yeah, it's been doing great. So, the armor door's already $5. The Popstar bed is $9. The garage door went over $15. Just yesterday or so. I mean, it's pulled back a bit, but it's still doing very good. I mean, where's the AK? Where's the AK? Can I show off the AK? Where is it? My eye. There it is. Okay, yeah. It's $16. What? Well, Popstar's popular. So, I get the feeling that actually might work out quite all right. Now, if I was to sit here and consider what the total sales might be for the metal shop front and the electric furnace would be, I think they're going to do between 16 to 18,000 subscribers. Now, knowing there's going to be more metal shop front skins on the horizon, are we honestly going to see any issues or problems for this? Are we going to honestly see any issues or problems for this? I feel like it's more likely to be problematic for this. I don't think we're going to see another anime design being produced and accepted ever. Maybe Hasma jumps in, does something. I wouldn't say no to that. but you never know what you might see for Christmas. You never know what you might see for Halloween. Like, there's a lot more leniency with designs then. Didn't we have like an anime door last year for Halloween? And then, well, the predecessor to Popstar, we had a Christmas Miracle sheet in the door. Do you remember that? Let me quickly go ahead and remind you. I'm talking about that. Yeah, there you go. Do you remember that? That right there? Yeah. So don't be surprised if we see some very nice, delightful looking designs for Christmas and Halloween. That could be metal shop fronts. So it's not completely safe, but then again, it maybe we might end up with a Christmas Miracle metal shop front made by the same skin creator, which technically speaking would still be Popstar, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think the sales are too ridiculously high, but we've only had 4 skins in total, and, well, you know, there's a lot more on the horizon. And I should point out, as of recent, we have been seeing quite a lot of electric furnaces. We have been seeing quite a lot of auto turrets. We have been seeing quite a lot of beds. You get the idea. We just keep seeing more and more skins of these brand new skinnables. Like, you're going to see more metal shop fronts. And I have been yapping and asking everybody, are you personally actively using the metal shop front enough? Do you feel justification to owning the skins and whatnot? So, and yet still, honestly, I think Popstar will probably still be doing all right. With the success it's had, with all the acceptances, and with more skins being produced, I think I still have to stand behind it. Now, of course, abnormal barters first. Yeah. So, all right, we'll see how that goes. I am more concerned for this one rather than this one. But walking into Wednesday, I think I'll be putting down a good barter for this. Yes. All right, we've got to move on. Sorry about this. Gear mechanism electric furnace. So, yes, I also believe you're going to do between 16 to 18,000 subscribers. But much like what I just talked about a second ago, we have been seeing a lot of electric furnaces. And, well, funnily enough, the only skin in the positive just so happens to be Popstar. So, yeah. Now, I'm definitely led to believe that we're probably going to keep seeing more and more electric furnaces. Halloween, even Christmas. By the end of this year, I wouldn't be surprised if we have 20 in total at the very least. So, whilst this is selling quite nicely, and what with it being a collection continuation to the garage door, which is improving at the moment, I'm not sure if it stands out enough, but with its purple hue, with the glow and whatnot, the steampunk design, are you a fan of it? Do you like what you see? I'm not really sure what to say, but I must respect that, yeah, there's clearly a decent amount of people that do happen to like it, so, well, is that enough? Because who knows, who knows what's going to get accepted next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and the week after that. There might be an even crazier looking design. Again, kick drops and twitch drops, they have even more leniency for crazy designs. Will we see Hazma with a fairly similar anime design that everybody's going to suddenly want as well, you know? So, we'll see if it works out. Are you a steampunk enjoyer? Feel free to comment below, and, well, we'll have to keep an eye on it then, won't we? So, yeah. Maybe 16 to 18,000 subscribers might be a little bit too high. But that'll be a discussion when we approach it on Wednesday night. Alright then, well, let's move on to the next skin. The Project Nova Sheet Metal Door. So that's a perfectly fine, bright, glow-in-the-dark design made by the same man behind the Greening Area collection. Let's go ahead and compare. So, about 5,000 subscribers here. I thought we could go ahead and compare to the ornate marble furnace. Some of you might sit and say, why not protect your electric furnace? You'll find out in a second. And I also thought we could probably go ahead and compare to redemption boots. Yeah. So, all right, a little bit less than 5,000. Let's go ahead and see how much it's likely to sell. So, ornate marble furnace, 11,300 subscribers. And then protector electric furnace, just about 11,000 subscribers. Then I'll take a look at the boots, and wow, just over 12,000 subscribers. Okay, You know what? With the current sales this has, with where it's currently standing at, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 11 to 13,000 subscribers. Now, in regards to its glow-in-the-dark design, it's nothing too super wacky or anything. It's honestly quite pleasant to the eyes. I'm not actually sure if that's going to hold up all right. Like, by default, I don't normally trust sheet metal door skins. We get so many of them being accepted, and so many of them introduced as twitch drops and kick drops. There always tends to be some problems, some issues. But so far this year, it does look as if we're going to slow down with them. It does look as if we're not going to see too many of them being accepted. But we're still seeing quite a lot. Halfway through the year, we've already had 12. So, I mean, it looks cool for now. Looks nice. 11 to 13,000 subscribers really isn't a ridiculous amount. I'm sure that could still work out quite nicely. I wonder if the skin creator manages to get like a full set of these. So he's got greening area and Project Nova, and then he can do like a bluish sort of design. I mean, it'd be pretty sweet. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it progresses. And, yeah, honestly, perfectly fine looking sheep in the door. By all means, if you're looking at all these skins and you actively want one, just buy it, use it, enjoy it. Support the skin creator, keep them nice and motivated. So, want to keep putting out nice creative designs in the future. Cool, so we'll leave it be. Right, then we have the small box, the Cold Hunter armored door, and the JPEG bed. So as you'll notice, 4,200, 4,100, and about 4,100. What might be a perfectly fine thing to consider comparing to? I thought we could compare to the Abyss Auto Turret, just over 4,000 subscribers. Oh, sorry. So away I go to the previous week and scroll all the way down. I can confirm that Auto Turret had just over 10,000 subscribers. Now looking at the current sales that we see over to here, well, 6,300, 6,300, 6,300. I reckon these three skins in particular probably could reach between 9 to 11,000 subscribers. I reckon Senior Type Mini Firearms is in a pretty interesting spot. Recently, we saw the Senior Type Mini Cards box being accepted in Complete the Sets, and with this appearing, well, doesn't that literally mean we're probably looking forward to the idea of a Senior Type Mini Box collection? And before you sit there and say this, the obvious joke, oh, but Hedge, they might just make a mini box DLC set, ha 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 ha. I mean, I'm not seeing any signs of that being worked on right now in the commits. So, I don't think you can say that. Now, maybe in the further future, like next year, ha 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 ha. But I honestly think Senior Type could go quite far. I mentioned this in my Rust rotation video, but if you go to the workshop, you'll see I've actively offered ideas, and some other people have also, spoken as well. Like I've suggested like seeds and tea and meds and fish and fuel and diving and drop box and car parts. Like there's a lot there available, and there are like designs that people prefer to be small boxes, like like a drop box or maybe even a fish box, a little mini meds box, a seeds box. Like, yeah. Someone even suggested a clone box. A clone box probably would also be a pretty cool design as well. Yeah. So there's lots of options. If he wants to commit to that, that's fine. Apparently he also wants to do a fridge. Sure, yes, it's fine. Food fridge, that'd be fun. So who knows what he does next? But I'm pretty convinced it's going to be a small box. I think we've got a small box collection on the horizon. So what gives when I see this is only going to do between 9 to 11,000 subscribers? You're telling me it's going to sell quite a fair bit less compared to the mini cards box? Yes. Although, if we do see signs of collection progression, aka a brand new small box appears over this upcoming weekend, yeah, I think that probably will get some more sales, but would still be quite a fair bit less compared to Senior Type Mini Cards box. So we're going down this road again. I'm sorry to say. It all started off with firearms, and with each brand new skin being accepted, it just kept going up and up and up. But then, of course, we had problems, we had crashes. It's now sitting here at $4. I don't believe we'll see a mini cards box DLC being produced by Face Punch. Mini small box collection produced by Face Punch. I don't expect that as a DLC anytime soon. Again, haven't seen any mentions of it on the commits. I don't think it's anything to worry about. So, not selling that much. An actual collection likely to happen. I think that's in a very, 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 very interesting spot. And there's a reason why I spoke about this pretty quickly in my predictions video. That is looking viable. That's looking good. Good. So, all right, cool. Cold Hunter Armored Door. Has anyone asked, hey, skin creator, are you going to make another skin? Are we going to get a deplorable collection now? Nope, no one's asked. But I won't be surprised if it happens eventually. Cold Hunter Armored Door. You could easily make an Armored Double Door. So... Cold Hunter Armored Door. I hope I said that correctly. You get the idea. An Armored Double Door, please. That'd be most appreciated. And I wouldn't be surprised if that also potentially gets accepted. Like, I'm sure that would help out the Armored Door here. Just to remind all of you, this is the first ever deplorable to be accepted for a weapon-only collection, which, honestly, has been in demand for quite some time. I'm looking at that with some positivity. I'm looking at that as if things could actually work out quite all right. Yeah. So, Cold Hunter Armored Door. If you don't sell too ridiculously, if you end up only selling about 9 to 11,000 subscribers, maybe things could work out quite all right for you with the idea that we're going to see a lot more deplorables being produced. And, you know, we're kind of getting closer and closer to Christmas now. So, you know, people are probably going to start buying out all the cold skins. So, yeah, with what I see here, that's a perfectly fine looking design. Doesn't glow in the dark or anything, but I'm sure that would still be appreciated. So, cool. JPEG bed, this very likely, or that it'll probably lead to a lot more skins being produced now. So, a lot more JPEG deplorables, perhaps. We shall see. I will remind everybody, we've only ever had a few of them being accepted beforehand. That being door skins, so take a look at this. Yep. Well, you're doing good. You're doing good. You're a wooden door. We're not surprised to see you're struggling. Well, I mean, these are doing great. So if we were to see a lack of sales and a brand new deplorable being produced and accepted at some point in the future, that bed would also probably jump up in value quite nicely as well. It's got a very unique sort of design. Looks quite odd. It doesn't have a duvet. How do you sleep? So yeah, honestly, the lack of sales there probably could be helping out those skins quite nicely and make them exquisite investments. Yeah. Alright, cool. So that's nice. We'll see how that turns out. Let's now move on and talk about the AK-47 and the tempered auto turret. So let's quickly go ahead and figure out what we could compare to. I reckon the Abyss Locker from 2 weeks ago. 3,400 subscribers almost, in comparison to 3,500 and 3,350. Alright, cool. Well, let's go ahead and take a looky. Right, so as we move over to here, I will confirm to you this Abyss Locker only managed around 8,850 subscribers. Not that much. So looking at these two skins over to here, looking at current sales, 5,200, 5,130. I reckon 8 to 10,000 subscribers would be a perfectly fine consideration. So, Naval Camo AK-47. This right here is the only skin this week that's not abnormal. It does have some transparency, but it's nothing in comparison to the likes of the Valkyrie AK-47 we saw the previous week. So, it's actually more like optimized. So, as you'll see here, you got a few bit extra vision here, but that's it. That's it. Now, of course, it's a very cool looking blue skin. And of course, it goes nicely with the Naval Camo collection. Now, is Naval Camo an in-demand collection? That's what I have to ask right about now. I know a lot of skins have dipped down in price as of recent. June dip, we saw on average most skins drop between 10 to 20% down in value. But looking at Naval Camo, aside from Tier 2, which has its own silly problems, everything here looks like it's doing pretty good. Everything here honestly looks as if it's doing pretty sweet. So, alright, I think the AK-47 probably will be doing quite alright. I think it'll be doing pretty okay. And if it's only going to have about 8 to 10,000 subscribers in the future, which would be considerably less compared to all these skins here, I actually could see it work out quite alright. Not like an insane, massive profit, but a pretty interesting skin that will likely retain and still have a little bit more after it as well. So a little bit more above. Okay, we'll see what happens next, but I can confirm to you, having asked the skin creators myself, they have confirmed they're going to make a small backpack next. So keep an eye out for that. Small backpack on the horizon. Alright, cool. Looking forward to it. So, yeah, you're still looking pretty sweet though. But then we've got the tempered auto turret. Now, I can confirm to you this doesn't glow in the dark or anything, but it's another tempered skin, which, you know, it's always nice to see. Another tempered deplorable. So, can I just point out the armor door's doing good, the sheet metal door's doing good, the small box doing good, the bed's doing good, garage door's doing good. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. All right. And if prices have dropped off as of recent, don't you think things could improve? Now, did these bounce up with disappearing, or were they already doing good? I can't tell you. I wasn't double checking beforehand. I reckon that auto turret probably might be doing quite alright if it's only going to do between 8 to 10,000 subscribers. Tempered collection's been around for a very long time. People do appreciate it. But I will sit here and say there will be plenty more auto turret skins being produced and accepted. Like, if you were to remove the duplicate, we've got 10 skins already. So they've been out for like just over a month. So, yeah. There will be more. Twitch drops, kick drops, you know it. It's inevitable, okay? So, will that stand out enough? I am kind of questioning that. Priced at $3. Ooh. I think we're better off with a barter there in that particular instance. Like, the sales aren't too ridiculous, but I mean, I think it just needs a little bit more to it. And Yeah. So I'm kind of questioning that skin. We'll see how it goes. So, yeah, right. Cool. Let's now talk about the final two skins over to here. The Heim armored door and the gold chains auto turret. Okay. Another armored door and another auto turret. Wonderful. So, unfortunately, we've seen many instances like this in the past, where one particular skin might sell quite a fair bit more compared to the other. Well, except these two in this instance. This is selling more, but not that much more. But we have noticed the sales with the Cold Hunter. Sorry. Hedge has been talking non-stop and not breathing enough. I apologise about that. Cold Hunter Armored Door is clearly selling quite a fair bit more compared to Heim, and Tempered Auto Turret is selling quite a fair bit more compared to Gold Chains. Regardless, 3,000 almost here, and then 2,600 subscribers here. What am I going to want to compare to? I thought I could compare to the Asteroid Garage Door. Alright then, well, let's go ahead and take a look at you. So, Asteroid Garage Door from 2 weeks ago. Let's give that a good look. Down in price by a fair bit. 7,000 subscribers. So, looking at the current sales that we see over to here, I would be surprised if the Heim Armored Door and the Gold Chains Auto Turret will sell between 6,000 to 8,000 subscribers. 4,500, 4,000 subscribers. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. You can see that. So, alright, cool. Well, with this particular armored door, it's a perfectly fine looking design. I do like the gold at night time when the lights are shining upon it. It does stand out quite nicely, but it does not glow in the dark. Now, I'm not sure if that's a benefit or a bonus to the likes of you lot, but yes, just to confirm, it does not glow in the dark. So, alright, cool. I'm sure we'll potentially see a Heim deplorable collection being produced from here now. Like, was this a one-off, or have we seen other skins being produced? It does look as if it might have been a one-off. But now, I reckon we'll start seeing collection continuations. Keep an eye on Van's workshop over the course of this weekend. I'm sure we're going to see something very, very nice being produced as a lovely, lovely sequel. So, alright, cool. $2 a piece. I'm still kind of questioning if it's going to be alright. But yeah, 6,000 to 8,000 subscribers. Maybe a sheer lack of sales would put it in a pretty interesting spot. Then we had the Gold Chains Auto Turret. This collection's weird, yes, but it's funny how we're getting like deplorables accepted now pretty frequently. So yes, you might recall this, for some strange reason, didn't sell that much, and then suddenly everybody started listing theirs at high prices on the Steam market. Well, it's gradually gone down in price now, so now it's just barely above its Rust price. Hey, maybe this gave you a boost. Maybe I just didn't notice. But with this in particular, only 6,000 to 8,000 subscribers. I mean, maybe it's because they're both $3. Probably. But with what I'm looking at here, hey, it's made out of pure gold. And I protect myself with pure gold. I'm not against it. It's perfectly fine for what it is. It's just this collection's a bit loose. Some of the skins are doing pretty good. Not all of them. Alright, so I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe it sells even less. Maybe it undersells. Who knows? But that's definitely something for me to figure out when I do the abnormal barders next Wednesday. So, alright, cool. Yeah, sorry if that sounded a bit inconclusive, but I also want to see what other auto turrets get produced in the workshop this weekend as well. Because I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's an interesting skin. That'll probably get accepted. Yeah, so I like to try my best to figure things out. But I will sit here and say it's a fool's errand, all right? It's foolish. Right, cool. So that's all the skins. Don't forget, look in the description, scroll down. With all the chapters, in parentheses, there's also the estimated sales as well. So you can see that if you forgot everything, just as a nice quick reminder. So, cool. Is there anything else to address? Well, I can confirm to you I'm starting to see some pretty interesting skins being produced. I can confirm Tribal Alloy version 2 for the Thompson, All-Seeing Armored Door, Heat Seeker Crossbow, Toilet Sheet Metal Door, Tactical Tire Gloves. Okay, that's cool. That's looking pretty sweet. Looks like we've got the official, I repeat, the official Adobe metal shopfront being produced. This is made by the guy that actually got his skins accepted. Sheet Metal Door, the Garage Door. So, yeah, that's actually a sequel right there. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate such a thing. That's a nice looking sheet metal double door there, by the way. I happen to like it. I approve. Yep. And, don't forget, this weekend, we're expecting a lot more small backpack skins being produced. Based on what I see here, though, still waiting. Still waiting for a fair bit more. Yeah. So, collection continuations and whatnot. What are you rubbing your hands in anticipation for? What collection would you like to see producing a small box skin? Small backpack skin. Sorry. Force of habit. Hey, we'll see, right? We'll see. So I should also remind you, with the recent skins that are submitted to the workshop, only one skin was accepted, but there's a fairly decent chance that next week's Rush Store will mainly consist of skins that appeared this past weekend. So not the skins that are appearing this weekend now, but the ones that appeared the previous weekend. In short, if you want to be up to date in regards to what likely could be accepted in the next Rush Store, consider watching my Rust Workshop skin checks for July 7, 2026. And as you'll see over here, lots of collection continuations. All of them are chaptered. So, all right, if you want to stay informed, I'll try my best to help you out. Right, is that everything that needs to be addressed? Well, I guess I could also quickly talk about the Tiltify. Let's get that across. So, once again, thank you to all the people that have been donating. The fundraiser funds are they're updating very slowly, very, very, very slowly, aren't they? Yes. That's it. Massive props to Art of Rust server. They've raised over $8,000. They're constantly drawing pictures of what people suggest. So massive thumbs up. And could also sit here and say thank you once again to all the people that have donated through me. My links are in the description. You can go ahead and donate $12 to get those bear plushies. Again, if you donate through Tiltify, you will receive codes. With those codes, you can actually give them to friends if you want to. Just saying. But yes, thank you, Random Robot, with $100 right there. That's insane. Anonymous, Telecates, Gateway Nut, Nailu, Stabby, Tagiret, Kai, Nala, and I'm the Spark. Lots of very, 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 very generous people have offered their money, and I'm sure they got plenty of teddy bears, plushies, and whatnot. So cool. Right. So honestly, I think I'm done. There's not much else for me to sit here and yap about. I think I covered everything. You can keep an eye on the commits. You can start rubbing your hands in anticipation for what new content might be worked on. Hack Week Parented D-Draw. New radio codec. Livestock animals are being worked on. What animals would you like to see? Like, I had someone mention this. Frankie. Frankie suggested, imagine if rabbits actively tried to eat your crops. No, my clone! But what if you're indoors? They might sneak in every time you open the door, they might sneak in and out. That might be the way. Or maybe for a vent. Or they climb up the roof and dig, like bite their way through. Who knows? But yes, cows, sheep, and rabbits have now been mentioned. We'll see what happens next. So, okay, cool. Looking forward to it. Now, player count. It's fine. So, here's hoping August is even better. I will repeat, it's expected from here and now the prices are going to actually start improving. We actually went ahead and tried and figured this out in a recent video here. So, on my road to Big Grin, I had to sit down and start questioning, do I actually want to go ahead and start selling skins on my isolated account? And after making many considerations, I realised, you know what, I should probably wait another week or so, because based on the pattern behaviour that we've seen in the past, quite a lot of skins really do happen to pick up and go up in value like 2 to 3 weeks into July. So far, I haven't really noticed that, but it's what I'm anticipating. And I want to try and get the optimal profit, the best profit, so I have to be patient. So to know more, consider giving that a good watch, and that most likely is everything. So once again, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Catch you later. See you, goodbye.